Hello, Tanner here, and welcome to this awesome new little game I found called the Morrigan. I was pleasantly surprised by this little game. As you can see, it's not graphically incredible, but it's got a cute little neat art style that's nice to look at. Why don't I just get to how the game looks and feels? It feels, pretty Gorn-like, like lofty and floppy. Weapons are super responsive. And they've got this neat little blade trail that they added to all the weapons. It works particularly well when you're using the blade in the proper direction and you have a long swing going. That's a nice little mechanic that they put in the game. This is just the training area. You can come and test your weapons against a dummy. See how much damage they do. As you can see, the damage is based off of how long your weapon swing is. So the wider and longer the swing, the more damage you'll do. There's this other little mechanic where when you have a weapon in your hand, you hold the trigger, and then you hear that sound, and you get a power swing. It does not work in this area unless you're using a training weapon. God damn it. Alright. There you go. That's the effect of a power swing. Like the next few swings that you get are, they give you that little weapon outline and they give you double damage. It's a pretty neat little mechanic. This is the weapon area, the main hub of the game. As you can see, is all the levels and your rank that you've got on them. They give you a little trophy for beating it. The A and S any different? Don't think so. Nope, not at all. Maybe they are different for what difficulty you complete them on. I've been playing on hard. Very hardest. This is how you save your game in that little scroll there. Weapon rack. It's where all your stuff is stored. There's a little bit over there. It's nice that they give you a preview of all the weapons that you can have. I'm almost positive that every weapon is one-handed. Not entirely sure though, because I haven't unlocked too many. Most of the handles are tiny. I don't know. But all the ones that you've purchased in town, I'll show you that in a second, they show up highlighted and you can grab them and whoop, you can grab them and put them in your inventory. These are your shoulder slots. It's your whole inventory here. Got a torch, some potions. These weapons I just picked up off enemies, so they're not on the rack. But you can keep them in your backpack if you pick them up quick enough. There's gold to be picked up. So, go play a level, and I'm assuming that the higher difficulty you play on, the more gold and stuff you can earn. And then you take that to town, and you buy stuff. This is the town. It's a pretty big town. There's a lot to it. A lot of it's unnecessary, but I like that they added it. Just to give you the ability to walk around town for fun if you choose to. Little stand here to buy some items and stuff. Food, potions. There's a little weaponsmith over here. That's where I got all my weapons. Apparently you can buy duplicates. I don't know why you would do that. But yeah, the better weapons look very expensive. I only managed to get about like 500 gold, so I bought all of these. They were relatively cheap. Another food stand. I'm pretty sure it's more beneficial. Actually, yeah, my potions are way better than even the big meat joint. Press any of the face buttons on the controller to open up your inventory. Kind of irritating because it can happen on accident. But yeah, health potion restores 800 health. So I think that just picking those up on the map benefited me more than spending my gold here. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, this cute little game. You would not assume that the combat in it is incredibly hardcore and deep and fun. So why don't I get straight to that? Because that's where this game honestly surprisingly shines. I love the art style and it's cute and it's probably easy to manage for most graphics cards. So that's nice. At least most high-end graphics cards. Alright, so let's just I'll just play on the difficulty I played before. Let's just do the tomb. Once you go to the level selector, then you hop in the portal, and you go to the level. This is the checkpoint thing. Normally you come up to it, and you pull this handle. Well, I don't know why it's a handle, but that lights that lights the bonfire. And you can return to town once you reach a checkpoint. Or you could continue playing. To combat. I did pick up a shield on the map once, and it broke almost immediately because I came across a huge enemy, shattered my shield. But this one I bought, it is labeled as unbreakable, so that's nice. Let's get to the combat. I don't know how to describe it. He just kind of flopped to the floor there. I want to get a good demo here. Doing shitload of damage with this weapon, though. I really don't know how to describe the combat. It's kind of like they force you to implement gaming rules on yourself as if you were playing with a controller. Like, spamming attacks doesn't work. You should take a break between attacks. And, like, the enemies have this, like, weird slow motion stagger in between hits. It's super weird, and I hope I can capture it on camera. You can break pots for extra gold. Just grab it. This is just one mechanic that I have a gripe with, is when you're up against something, you say there was gold in this pot and I wanted to reach for it. I am physically leaning forward, but because there's a bench here, it pushes me back. It's so fucking annoying because it's based off my head, not my waist, because they're not tracking my waist. But yeah, so that's one mechanic I got a bitch about, but the grab is distance, like, I could grab from not too far away. Or I could actually grab from a decent distance. So it's not too bad of a mechanic. You can work around it. Boom, 100 gold. I thought that was locked the first time I played through, so I just ignored it looking for a key. This game kind of reminded me of Vermintide a little bit, just in the way that you approach levels. So I suppose this game could be called a roguelite, maybe a roguelike, I don't know, but like, it's meant to... You're meant to approach the levels over and over again, you know, with better equipment every time and get better rewards every time so that you can continue to buy better gear and handle better, harder missions on harder difficulties to get even more gold, so on and so forth. It's just meant to, like, exponentially increase in difficulty, and then you gotta reach a certain threshold to get gear to handle the next threshold. So on and so forth. It's like a constant trade of difficulty and gear management. That's kind of what I think roguelites are like. So that's how I would describe this game. It's a lot like that. And it's really fun. I like it a lot. I love that weapon trail. It makes combat super pretty. Kind of gets in your face a little, but I don't mind it. Game's forgiving. They let you hold weapons in one hand and climb with the other. That's so nice. Alright. I got my ass kicked here the first time. I was not expecting this game to be so hardcore. See how they go into like a slow-mo stagger when you hit them hard enough? It's super weird. Ow. Already getting laid into. Don't know if you can hit them with your shields. It's not terribly difficult to parry. They don't seem to have heavy attacks that just jack you up. It's a really pretty game, though. Like, yeah, I have no idea how well it's translating on camera, that if you don't take time between your attacks, they're just not going to go down. So the best way to demonstrate that is to play badly. So let's say I'm just trying to be overly aggressive and just beat the Christ out of him. Well, it worked that time, but whatever. I don't know how to describe it. The combat, it's just super weird. It's really fluid when you do it right, but if you try to be too aggressive and too quick and your swings aren't wide enough, you're gonna have a bad time. Oh, took a hit there. Weapons are nice and lofty, so it's pretty easy to block in time. And I think your health regenerates up to an extent. I haven't figured that out yet. This is mostly like a first impressions kind of video. Ow. Oh, I think they killed me. Yep. Maybe I'm already used to it, and it seemed a little weird at first. But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty easy to get used to. The combat definitely seemed, I don't know, like it was meant to be slow. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you can see what I mean, though, about needing wide swings to take them out. Short swings do basically nothing. It's nice to have that damage counter on screen, too, so that I can tell what I'm doing wrong. Maybe not what I'm doing wrong, but when I'm doing something wrong. Let's get that power swing in there. I haven't done it yet. There you go. Oh, it always leaves just a sword imprint. It doesn't take shape of what weapon you're using. You do have to move around a lot in this game, but they will just overwhelm you. It's a little bit annoying that they get too much in your space, but I am playing on hard, so maybe I'm asking for it. Ooh! It's you, me, bud. Woohoo! I'm not that tall, come on. See, pretty easy to block. It doesn't seem like enemies get staggered by a parry, though. They just follow through and you take no damage. But I think this is, like most games are going to be updated after they come out, so, you know, we'll see how it becomes. I don't think it's labeled as early access. Love the combat, though. It's super fun. And there's puzzles in it. It's kind of like Zelda, a little bit in that aspect. Go get the 4 keys, clearly. I haven't touched this yet. This does 0 slash damage and a lot of jab damage, unlike the axe, which does exactly the opposite. Oh, look, another potion. I suppose there's no use in me keeping the weapons that I found because I can't have them permanently anyways. There's a big benefit to replaying levels. You can just massively stock up on potions. Thank you. Cool. Kind of fun defense in this game. Obviously you can't get like too long of a stroke when you're just jabbing, but it does 0 slash damage, so alright, more fighting. This weapon's awesome. It's got range. I'm doing so much better than with the axe. So it does do a minor amount of slash damage. Negligible, I would say. Killed him with it somehow. Nice. I really like this weapon. Good variety of enemies, too. I didn't expect to see basically lost souls from frickin' Doom. But that's kind of what those are. Neat. Beautiful, fun little game. Combat is challenging, really stylized and pretty. Secrets and stuff like that behind tapestries to be found. They actually tell you at the end of the level whether or not you found the secrets. And there's that. It's a much bigger chest than the other one. It should have more than 100 gold. Can click the left stick to sprint, but I think it's overwhelming a little bit. I think this puzzle was fire-based. A lot like many Zeldas that I've played. Light it up, and it opens up. Fun. Right, this bastard. This dude broke my shield, and he got really up in my grill, and I didn't like it. Ooh, Jesus, he killed me in one hit. Oh my god, I'm not doing all that again. This game is really fun, and as cute as it is, I did not expect it to be as difficult and just as fun as it is. It's pretty in-depth. The combat is not easy, and it's not simple. It's really fun, really good. I like this game a lot. That is what the game is named after, the Morrigan, goddess of death, I believe, something like that. King struck a deal, but she made good on her end of the bargain. King wasn't happy about it, I don't think. I'm fighting that. Some kind of Grim Reaper. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of this game as I figure out more of it and get farther in it, so on and so forth. Tanner out.